Hello guys, you're welcome to my channel. In this video, we're going to be installing some flat twist with afro kinky extensions on my 4-year-old daughter's hair. So we are starting off with hair that has been freshly washed and stretched. I did put up a video last week of how I blow dried the hair, and so this installation was just a few minutes after blow drying. I really love sectioning blow dried hair because it's so easy and smooth and less painful for both parties. See how my comb is just gliding through. Honestly, if not for the potential heat damage that could come with blow drying, I would do it all the time. Anyway, so I divided the hair into 4 equal parts, and because we're going to do a ponytail style, and the extensions I'm using are these Afro kinky extensions here. I'm going to put the name in the description box, and I thought that this hair is really good. It looks very natural and it's gonna blend in very nicely with their hair. And also the color I choose is the number 4, because as you would have noticed, my girl's hair is kind of a dark brown. Yeah, they even have like specks of brown, or should I say gold, in their hair, so using black color doesn't really work well. I've learned the hard way. So after sectioning of the hair, of course, I moisturize. If you've been watching my channel, you know that I always moisturize the hair with some cream or shea butter or both before I begin installing a hairstyle. And I would never just go in and start braiding the hair if it's not being at least moisturized. And then I'm doing a kind of curved shape at the front because I didn't want the flat twist to kind of go straight back. Though it's an updo, we're kind of doing it like a C curve, and that's why I'm doing that middle section there. And then I pin it away, pin the other side away. And then for the section that we're going to begin braiding, I use this moire edge wax to apply on the edges and lightly brush it to make it neat. Before we begin parting this small section, I'm going to do three flat twists on this small section, and I just wanted to pre-part it just because my parting game is not that good, so I just wanted to see before I started flat twisting the parts that I have, because knowing myself, if I just went in and started flat twisting, I'll get to the end and it'll be like the parts will not make sense. All right, so then we start flat twisting. This is not really a flat twisting tutorial. It's more like kind of just showing you my process. So I'm sorry if that's what you were hoping to see. I'm not that good at flat twisting, so I'm not going to pretend that I'm teaching you something that I'm not really sure that I can even teach. So then I got to this part, guys, and this is where it got interesting. I started adding in the extensions and I realized that I couldn't do it. I just couldn't figure it out. I don't know why. I kind of assumed that adding extensions to flat twist is kind of the same way you add extensions to cornrows. But I was in for a shocker, guys. I could not do it. I tried all kinds of ways. So basically, after so many tries, I figured out a way to do it. And I'm going to show you my workaround for those who have trouble adding extensions to flat twists like me. I had to figure out a workaround. I turned off my camera because it was just hell trying to figure it out. But then I did the front part, and I'm going to show you how I made it work on the back. So of course I started by pre-parting. I'm gonna do 4 flat twists on the back, going upwards. We're gonna do the flat twist going up, right? All right, so we begin flat twisting. this is the part where I had to come up with a workaround. So you see how I'm flat twisting? Flat twisting is usually done with two sections of hair, right? So you're doing the two sections and you're going up. And then when I get to that part, I divide the hair into three sections, sort of like I'm doing a braid. You know, I do it as if I'm doing a braid. I divide the hair into three. So basically just turn the flat twist into a cornrow. And then when I do it this way, I'm able to add in the extensions more easily. And yeah, so that was my workaround, guys. And also I knew that, you know, turning it into a braid at that point and adding those extensions might make it kind of look, it won't look very smooth. But the good thing is that this was going to be a ponytail, so it was always going to be held in a bun. So that part will not even show that much. I mean, it didn't even look that bad, you know. So then I add the extension right there, braid down a little bit, and then add another small piece. And that way, once I think I braid down like 2 times, then I divide the section, all of the hair, you know, the hair together with the extensions into 2. I make sure that I have equal parts of hair on both sides so that one side is not looking, you know, rougher than the other. And then I twist. I do a 2-strand twist, right? So it's gonna go from flat twist to cornrow to 2-strand twist. That was the only way I could make it work, guys. And then one thing about this Afro kinky extensions, you have to braid it from left to right. Twist it from left to right. I tried twisting it from right to left, and it just had this, you know how when you have spring twists and you're not twisting them in the right direction, how it kind of looks clunky, it doesn't look smooth. So you have to do these kinky extensions also like left from right, otherwise it doesn't look smooth. It looks weird. So there's just a lot of calculation going into the whole thing, and I started, to be honest, I kind of regretted why I chose the style, because it took me such a long time to figure it out. And then I was like, who sent you to do this? You could have just done simple flat twists and 2-strand twists with their hair. You didn't have to add extensions. So I guess sometimes you just want to do something a little bit, you know, different, and then you end up causing yourself so much stress. But anyway, that's what we did. From flat twist to cornrow, or should I say from flat twist to braid. And then no, it's actually a cornrow, because when you turn it into braids, you're still kind of plaiting down, and then you add the extensions. So that's it. If you know how to braid, if you know how to cornrow, you'll be able to transition to doing this very easily. But I get it, if you're someone that is still learning, you might not really understand what's going on here. So sorry about that. All right. So I kind of slowed down this one a little bit so that if anybody really wanted to see what I was doing, they would be able to see. So I guess it's, you know, more of a close-up. Hopefully that really helps. So flat twist, flat twist all the way to the top, and then at this point divide the hair into three and then kind of cornrow a little bit, and then start adding the extensions. So people who know how to do knotless braids will find it easy to do this. When you add it the second time, you braid it a little bit down, maybe once or twice, then divide the hair and extensions into 2 equal parts and then twist down. Yeah, so that's the process. And that's it for our finished look, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. See you next time. Bye bye.